Today I want to share a message that may challenge the way we think about success. It's a statement that stirs emotion, sparks debate, and makes us reflect success is not for everyone. Now that might sound harsh, but let's dig deeper into what this really means. Defining success is often painted as this glamorous, shiny concept: financial wealth, social status, fame, or power. But let's be clear, success doesn't wear the same face for everyone. It's deeply personal. For some, it's building a thriving business. For others, it's raising a happy family, living in peace, or making a difference in their community. So why do we say that success isn't for everyone? It's because success demands something not everyone is willing to give. Success requires sacrifice. This is an undeniable truth that resonates across every walk of life. Whether you're pursuing personal goals, building a career, or striving for excellence in any field, achieving success means giving up something along the way. It could be time, comfort, relationships, or even certain habits and desires. The path to success is not easy, nor is it quick. It demands long hours of work, enduring discomfort, and sometimes going through pain. While many dream of success, only a few understand what it truly takes. At the heart of sacrifice lies the notion of prioritizing your goals above immediate desires. It's human nature to seek pleasure, comfort, and stability, but success often demands the opposite. For example, someone who wants to excel in their career must be willing to spend countless hours honing their skills. This might mean missing out on social gatherings, reducing leisure time, or even putting aside personal interests for the sake of professional growth. It's not that leisure or relationships are inherently bad, but success often requires us to choose what matters most in the moment. For someone who truly desires success, these sacrifices are not losses, rather, they are investments in a future they believe in. Sacrifice also means pushing through moments of discomfort. Most people prefer to stay within their comfort zone, doing things they are familiar with, avoiding pain, and maintaining the status quo. But success almost always lies on the other side of discomfort. Whether it's waking up early to train, staying late to finish a project, or learning new skills that challenge your abilities, success demands that you step into the unfamiliar. Athletes understand this well. To excel, they put their bodies through rigorous training, enduring physical exhaustion and pushing past pain barriers. The same principle applies to entrepreneurs, artists, or anyone striving to reach a new level of achievement. The willingness to endure temporary discomfort in exchange for long-term gains is what sets successful people apart. Beyond physical sacrifices, there are emotional and mental sacrifices as well. One of the hardest sacrifices to make is letting go of relationships or environments that no longer serve your growth. Success often requires a shift in mindset, and not everyone around you will share the same vision or ambition. Some friends, colleagues, or even family members might discourage you, consciously or unconsciously, from chasing your dreams. They might want you to stay the same, to fit into their version of who you've always been. Sacrificing these relationships or limiting time with people who hold you back is one of the most painful but necessary steps toward success. In addition, mental and emotional sacrifice involves overcoming fear, doubt, and insecurity. Every journey to success comes with its share of obstacles. Failure is inevitable along the way, and success demands that you face it head on. Sacrificing the fear of failure or the need for constant reassurance is crucial. Many people stop chasing their dreams at the first sign of failure because they fear embarrassment, judgment, or rejection. But successful individuals understand that failure is part of the process. They sacrifice their pride, accept that setbacks will happen, and continue to move forward. Time is another significant sacrifice on the path to success. Time is our most precious resource, and how we choose to spend it determines the outcomes of our lives. For most people, free time is filled with entertainment, relaxation, or casual activities. However, those who aspire to be successful often have to sacrifice leisure time in favor of productive work. A musician aspiring to master their craft may need to practice for hours each day, sacrificing time they could spend on hobbies or with friends. Entrepreneurs working to build a business often dedicate countless hours to research, planning, and execution, sacrificing weekends and vacations in the process. It's not that successful people don't value rest or enjoyment, but they understand that in the pursuit of their goals, time is better spent on activities that bring them closer to success. Even habits and lifestyle choices must sometimes be sacrificed to achieve success. This could involve changing dietary habits for someone pursuing physical fitness, or giving up unhealthy distractions like excessive social media, video games, or even toxic routines. Many people cling to these comforts because they provide immediate gratification, but they often stand in the way of long-term success. Successful individuals are willing to make these tough choices and embrace discipline. They recognize that small daily actions accumulate over time, and by sacrificing short-term pleasure, they are setting themselves up for long-term success. The road to success is also paved with sacrifices that come in the form of financial risk. Entrepreneurs, for example, may need to invest their savings or take financial risks to fund a business. Many times, success requires giving up the security of a steady paycheck in exchange for the uncertainty of starting something new. It's a gamble, and not everyone is willing to make it. Financial sacrifices also come in the form of delaying rewards. While it might be tempting to spend money on immediate luxuries or rewards, those who are serious about success often reinvest their earnings into their projects or save for future opportunities. This kind of delayed gratification is a hallmark of long-term success. Finally, one of the most overlooked sacrifices is the sacrifice of self-doubt. To achieve success, you must often sacrifice the small version of yourself that doubts your abilities, that tells you you're not good enough, or that urges you to settle for mediocrity. This means constantly pushing against the inner voice that fears failure or rejection. Success requires belief in yourself even when others doubt you or when the path seems unclear. Sacrificing self-doubt means embracing a mindset of confidence, perseverance, and optimism, no matter the challenges that arise. In conclusion, success is not an overnight achievement, nor is it something that everyone attains. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't often comes down to the willingness to make sacrifices. While many people wish for success, only a few are prepared to pay the price. It's not about talent, intelligence, or luck. It's about the choices we make every day. Success requires discipline, hard work, resilience, and the ability to give up immediate comforts for a greater future. Those who understand and embrace these sacrifices are the ones who eventually rise to the top. Commitment to growth is a fundamental principle in the pursuit of success. Growth in this context refers not just to the acquisition of new skills or knowledge, but to a continuous process of personal, professional, and emotional development. It involves stretching beyond what is comfortable, facing new challenges, and constantly evolving. A commitment to growth is a mindset of belief that no matter where you are in life, there is always more to learn, more to achieve, and more ways to improve. This mindset is what differentiates those who stagnate from those who achieve success. While many people desire success, only those who are dedicated to growth are likely to achieve it. At its core, a commitment to growth means embracing change and uncertainty. The world is constantly evolving, and success depends on our ability to adapt and grow with it. Whether in business, relationships, or personal pursuits, the willingness to change is essential. Many people fear change because it disrupts the familiar and often comes with risks. However, those committed to growth understand that change is not something to be feared but embraced. They see it as an opportunity to learn, to test their limits, and to discover new possibilities. Growth requires flexibility, the ability to let go of old ways of thinking and doing things in favor of new, more effective approaches. This willingness to evolve is one of the key factors in achieving lasting success. Moreover, commitment to growth means being open to failure. Growth is rarely linear. It is often messy, full of missteps and mistakes. Many people shy away from growth because they fear failure. They want to stay where it feels safe, where they can avoid criticism, judgment, or the discomfort of not knowing what to do next. But success requires us to get comfortable with failure. Every successful person has a story filled with setbacks and failures, but what sets them apart is their ability to learn from these experiences and grow stronger as a result. They do not let failure define them. Instead, they see it as a stepping stone toward success. Growth demands resilience, the capacity to bounce back from challenges, to persevere through difficult times, and to remain committed to the journey, even when the road is rough. Another important aspect of commitment to growth is the ability to maintain a learner's mindset. Successful people never stop learning. They understand that no matter how much they know, there is always more to discover. This mindset of continuous learning is crucial because the world is constantly changing. New technologies emerge, industries evolve, and societal norms shift. To stay relevant and competitive, one must be willing to keep learning, unlearning, and relearning. This means reading, studying, seeking mentors, and being open to new ideas. Those who are committed to growth actively seek out opportunities to expand their knowledge and skills, rather than resting on their laurels or assuming they have reached a plateau. This thirst for knowledge keeps them ahead of the curve and allows them to adapt to changing circumstances. Furthermore, commitment to growth means setting aside the ego. Growth requires humility, the ability to acknowledge that you do not have all the answers and that there is always room for improvement. Ego can be a significant barrier to growth because it creates a false sense of superiority or complacency. When people believe they have reached the peak of their abilities, they stop striving for more. They become satisfied with their current state and resist the idea that there is more to learn. However, those committed to growth understand that true success comes from constantly pushing themselves to new heights. They do not let their ego get in the way of seeking feedback, admitting mistakes, or recognizing the need for change. Humility allows for honest self-reflection and the willingness to seek out areas for growth. In addition, commitment to growth means having a clear vision and setting goals that push you beyond your current capabilities. Growth does not happen by accident, it requires intentional effort. Successful people set ambitious goals that challenge them to stretch beyond their limits. These goals are not just about achieving specific outcomes, but about the process of becoming better in the pursuit of those outcomes. Whether it's learning a new skill, improving a business, or developing stronger relationships, the act of setting and pursuing challenging goals drives growth. However, it's not enough to simply set goals. A commitment to growth involves staying dedicated to those goals, even when progress is slow or obstacles arise. It requires discipline, perseverance, and the ability to stay focused on the long-term vision, despite the inevitable setbacks that occur along the way. Additionally, personal growth is deeply intertwined with emotional growth. Success is not just about what you achieve externally, but also about who you become in the process. Emotional growth involves developing qualities like patience, empathy, self-awareness, and emotional intelligence. These traits are essential for building strong relationships, leading effectively, and navigating the challenges of life with grace. Emotional growth allows individuals to manage stress, handle criticism, and maintain a positive attitude, even in the face of adversity. This internal growth is often what sustains external success because it provides the emotional resilience needed to overcome challenges and continue striving for more. Another critical component of growth is stepping outside your comfort zone. Growth rarely happens when you're doing what you've always done. It requires venturing into unfamiliar territory, trying new things, and taking risks. People who are committed to growth are not afraid to challenge themselves and experiment with new ideas or approaches, even if it means facing uncertainty or discomfort. This willingness to take risks is what leads to innovation and breakthroughs. While staying within your comfort zone might feel safe, it often leads to stagnation. Those committed to growth understand that true success lies in embracing discomfort and using it as a catalyst for improvement. Finally, commitment to growth requires perseverance and patience. Growth is a long-term process, and success does not come overnight. It takes time, effort, and consistent action. Many people give up on their goals because they expect quick results and are not willing to endure the slow, steady pace of growth. But those who are truly committed understand that success is a marathon, not a sprint. They are willing to put in the time and effort, even when progress seems minimal or invisible. This long-term commitment to growth pays off because it compounds over time. Small, consistent improvements add up, leading to substantial success in the long run. In conclusion, commitment to growth is an essential element of success. It involves embracing change, learning from failure, maintaining a learner's mindset, setting ambitious goals, and persevering through challenges. Growth requires stepping outside your comfort zone, setting aside ego, and developing emotional resilience. Those who are committed to growth understand that the journey is long, but the rewards are worth the effort. Success is not just about achieving specific goals, but about the process of constantly evolving and becoming the best version of yourself. Accountability and ownership are essential principles in the pursuit of success, whether in personal life, professional endeavors, or broader societal contributions. They involve taking full responsibility for one's actions, decisions, and the consequences that come with them. Success doesn't just happen by accident. It is the result of deliberate choices, disciplined efforts, and a willingness to accept responsibility for outcomes. Accountability means holding yourself to a high standard, ensuring that you follow through on commitments and being answerable to others and yourself. Ownership, on the other hand, is about recognizing that your life and your goals are within your control. It is about taking charge of your actions, your progress, and your future. At the heart of accountability is the idea that no one else is responsible for your success or failure. Often people are quick to blame external circumstances, other people, or bad luck when things don't go as planned. While external factors can influence outcomes, they do not determine success or failure in the long run. Taking accountability means accepting that, regardless of the obstacles, the ultimate responsibility for overcoming them lies with you. It's about shifting the mindset from being a victim of circumstances to being the driver of your destiny. This mindset empowers individuals to take control of their lives and decisions, making them more likely to succeed because they understand that their actions are the primary factor in determining their outcomes. Ownership goes hand in hand with accountability, emphasizing the idea that you are in charge of your own success. People who take ownership of their lives do not wait for opportunities to come to them, they create opportunities. They do not expect others to solve their problems, they take the initiative to find solutions. Ownership means recognizing that your goals, dreams, and ambitions are your responsibility to pursue and achieve. This doesn't mean you have to do everything alone. Seeking support, guidance, or mentorship is part of the journey, but it does mean that you are the one who must take the lead in shaping your future. Ownership gives you the power to make choices that align with your values and goals, ensuring that you are always moving in the direction of success. One of the most important aspects of accountability is setting clear goals and holding yourself responsible for achieving them. Many people struggle with success because they lack clarity about what they want or fail to commit to specific, measurable goals. Accountability starts with identifying what you want to achieve and creating a plan to get there. Once the goals are in place, it's essential to track progress and evaluate whether you are meeting the benchmarks you've set. This is where self-discipline comes into play. Being accountable means not only setting goals, but also following through on the daily actions required to achieve them. It involves showing up consistently even when motivation wanes and staying focused on long-term objectives, even when distractions arise. Accountability also means being honest with yourself about your progress. It's easy to make excuses or rationalize why things didn't go as planned, but true accountability requires brutal honesty. If you didn't meet a goal, you must reflect on why and take ownership of the mistakes or missteps that led to that outcome. Perhaps you didn't put in the required effort, or maybe you let procrastination or fear hold you back. Whatever the case, accountability involves acknowledging these shortcomings and committing to making the necessary changes. This level of self-awareness and responsibility is what drives growth and improvement. When you stop making excuses and start owning your choices, you gain the power to correct course and move closer to your goals. In a professional context, accountability is crucial for both individual and organizational success. Employees who take accountability for their work are more likely to excel because they understand that their performance is directly tied to their career advancement. When people take ownership of their tasks, they don't need constant supervision or micromanagement. They are motivated by their own commitment to excellence. In contrast, those who avoid accountability often struggle to meet expectations, pass the blame on to others, or resist taking initiative. This lack of accountability can lead to stagnation, missed opportunities, and frustration. Leaders in particular must model accountability if they want to create a culture of success within their teams or organizations. A leader who takes ownership of both successes and failures earns the respect of their team and fosters an environment where others feel empowered to do the same. When leaders admit their mistakes, learn from them, and move forward, they demonstrate that accountability is not about punishment or blame, but about growth and continuous improvement. This encourages employees to take risks, innovate, and push boundaries because they know that accountability is about learning and adapting, not fear of failure. Leaders who avoid accountability, on the other hand, erode trust and create a culture where people are more concerned with avoiding blame than achieving excellence. In personal relationships, accountability and ownership are just as critical. Whether in friendships, family dynamics, or romantic partnerships, taking responsibility for your actions and words is essential for building trust and maintaining healthy connections. Accountability means acknowledging when you've made a mistake, apologizing when necessary, and making an effort to improve. It also means being reliable. When you make a promise, you follow through. Ownership in relationships is about recognizing that you have a role to play in the success or failure of those connections. You cannot control the actions of others, but you can control how you respond, communicate, and contribute to the relationship. Taking ownership of your behavior ensures that you are always striving to be the best version of yourself within that relationship, which in turn strengthens the bond between you and others. Accountability also plays a critical role in personal growth and development. To achieve success in any area of life, you must be willing to hold yourself accountable for continuous improvement. This means regularly evaluating your habits, behaviors, and mindsets to identify areas where you can grow. It's easy to become complacent, especially when things are going well, but accountability requires you to always be looking for ways to get better. Whether it's developing new skills, improving your health, or working on your emotional intelligence, accountability means setting goals for self-improvement and taking action to meet them. Without accountability, personal growth stagnates and success becomes harder to attain. Furthermore, accountability means understanding that you are responsible for your reactions to life's challenges. While you cannot control everything that happens to you, you can control how you respond. People who take ownership of their emotions and reactions are better equipped to navigate difficulties and maintain a positive mindset. Instead of blaming external circumstances, they focus on what they can control: their attitude, effort, and resilience. This level of emotional accountability is critical for maintaining motivation and perseverance in the face of adversity. It allows individuals to stay focused on their goals even when the path is difficult. In conclusion, accountability and ownership are cornerstones of success. They involve taking full responsibility for your actions, decisions, and progress. Accountability ensures that you set clear goals, track your progress, and honestly assess your performance. Ownership empowers you to take control of your life and create the future you desire. Whether in personal relationships, professional settings, or personal growth, accountability and ownership are essential for achieving long-term success. Those who embrace these principles are more likely to reach their goals because they understand that success is not something that happens to you, it's something you create through deliberate choices, consistent effort, and unwavering responsibility. Resilience in the face of setbacks is a key factor in achieving success. It refers to the ability to recover from difficulties, to adapt to challenging situations, and to keep moving forward despite the obstacles that life inevitably presents. Setbacks, failures, and disappointments are part of any journey, but how a person responds to these adversities can make all the difference between giving up and achieving success. Resilience is the mental, emotional, and sometimes physical toughness that allows people to stay on course, learn from their mistakes, and grow stronger in the process. It is not about avoiding difficulties, but about facing them head-on and using them as stepping stones toward greater accomplishments. One of the most important aspects of resilience is the understanding that setbacks are a natural part of any endeavor. Whether you're pursuing a personal goal, a career achievement, or a significant life change, setbacks are bound to happen. They might come in the form of failure, rejection, financial loss, or unexpected challenges. Many people, when faced with such setbacks, become discouraged and give up. They view failure as a permanent state rather than a temporary obstacle. Resilient individuals, however, have a different mindset. They understand that failure is not the end, but merely a detour on the path to success. This perspective allows them to maintain their motivation and perseverance even when things don't go as planned. Resilience involves cultivating a positive mindset even in the face of adversity. This doesn't mean ignoring the difficulties or pretending that everything is fine when it isn't. Rather, it's about maintaining hope and optimism despite challenges. Resilient people focus on what they can control and don't dwell on the aspects of a situation that are beyond their influence. They recognize that while setbacks may slow them down, they do not have to stop them completely. This positive outlook enables them to find creative solutions, seek new opportunities, and continue progressing toward their goals. A resilient mindset sees setbacks as opportunities for learning and growth, not as failures. In addition to a positive mindset, resilience requires a high degree of emotional regulation. When faced with setbacks, it's natural to feel frustrated, disappointed, or even angry. However, resilient individuals know how to manage these emotions effectively. They don't allow negative feelings to overwhelm them or cloud their judgment. Instead, they acknowledge their emotions, process them, and then move forward with clarity and purpose. Emotional resilience is about understanding that while setbacks may trigger strong emotional responses, those feelings do not have to dictate actions. By maintaining emotional balance, resilient people are better equipped to make thoughtful decisions, stay focused on their goals, and bounce back from adversity. Another critical component of resilience is adaptability. Life is unpredictable, and even the best laid plans can go awry. Resilient people are flexible and adaptable. They understand that plans may need to change, and they are willing to pivot when necessary. Instead of rigidly sticking to one approach or becoming paralyzed when things don't go as expected, they adjust their strategies to meet the new circumstances. This adaptability is crucial because it allows individuals to stay on course, even when the path to success takes unexpected turns. Setbacks may require a change in tactics, but resilient people remain committed to their overall goals, even if the journey looks different than they originally anticipated. Resilience is also about persistence. Success rarely comes quickly or easily. It requires sustained effort over time, and resilience is what keeps people going when they face repeated challenges. People who lack resilience often give up after encountering a few obstacles, believing that the path is too difficult or that they are not capable of overcoming the hurdles in front of them. Resilient individuals, on the other hand, keep pushing forward even when the road is tough. They understand that progress may be slow and that setbacks are temporary. This persistence is what ultimately leads to success because it ensures that they continue moving forward, even when the odds seem stacked against them. In addition to persistence, resilience also involves a willingness to learn from setbacks. Every failure or challenge presents an opportunity to gain new insights, improve skills, and grow stronger. Resilient individuals view setbacks as valuable learning experiences rather than as defeats. They ask themselves what they can learn from the situation, how they can improve, and what changes they need to make in order to succeed in the future. This ability to extract lessons from adversity is what allows them to come back stronger after each setback. Rather than being discouraged by failure, they are motivated by the knowledge that they are growing and getting closer to their goals with each challenge they face. Building a strong support system is another key aspect of resilience. While resilience is often seen as an individual trait, no one succeeds entirely on their own. Resilient people know the importance of seeking support from others, whether it's friends, family, mentors, or colleagues. Having a network of people to lean on during tough times can provide emotional comfort, practical advice, and encouragement. A strong support system helps individuals stay grounded and maintain perspective when they encounter setbacks. It also reinforces the idea that setbacks are a shared human experience and that no one has to face challenges alone. Resilient people are not afraid to ask for help or rely on others when they need it. Self-compassion is another important component of resilience. Setbacks can sometimes lead to feelings of self-doubt or inadequacy, especially when they occur repeatedly. Resilient individuals practice self-compassion by treating themselves with kindness and understanding during difficult times. They recognize that setbacks are a normal part of life and do not reflect their worth or abilities. Instead of being overly critical or harsh with themselves, they offer themselves the same compassion and encouragement they would offer a friend in a similar situation. This self-compassion helps them maintain their confidence and motivation, even in the face of failure. Lastly, resilience is about long-term vision and purpose. People who are resilient stay focused on the bigger picture, even when short-term setbacks occur. They have a clear sense of purpose and are deeply committed to their goals, which gives them the strength to endure hardships. This sense of purpose acts as a guiding light during challenging times, reminding them why they started the journey in the first place. Resilient individuals are able to push through setbacks because they know that the struggles are temporary, but the rewards of staying true to their vision are lasting. This long-term perspective helps them maintain their resolve and keep moving forward, even when the path is difficult. In conclusion, resilience in the face of setbacks is an essential trait for anyone striving for success. It involves maintaining a positive mindset, regulating emotions, adapting to change, persisting through difficulties, and learning from failures. Resilience also requires building a support system, practicing self-compassion, and staying focused on long-term goals. Setbacks are an inevitable part of life, but resilient individuals are able to navigate them with grace and determination. They understand that success is not about avoiding challenges, but about how you respond to them. Through resilience, setbacks become opportunities for growth, and failures become stepping stones on the path to success.